Hello. I guess I'm live now. Maybe. Waiting for people to join to see how is everything goes. Yeah, maybe. Okay. So just wanted to see how my voice was. So yeah, I'm just doing this out of a pure boredom of just trying to see if anybody turns up. I'm like, I like this. I don't really need it. Um, I will wait until I get some people in. And if nobody turns up, then I will call it. But I don't think, like, I have 300 people. I don't think that I. Fuck. Sorry. I randomly opened a YouTube video and played itself. Anyway, I will see whether there's someone who about being here. I guess chatting, even though I don't chat. Um, it is Tuesday, right? It's Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Sorry, I don't. Hard for me to keep track which days which. Every day is pretty much the same for me. Um, and I guess that kind of sucks because I don't want every day to be the same. But sometimes, like my biggest, I guess, issue with that is that I have um I have a bad sleep schedule and you know, I suffer from some mental health issues too that I wish I didn't have because they are really fucking. But I don't really want to think about that. When I hang out and talk and have fun. Who doesn't want to have fun? Who doesn't want to? After a long day that may be a bit stressful, I want to just lay down or back. See, I guess I should maybe talk a little bit, not let this stream be completely silent about what I've been doing, what I past couple of days. I bought some games on the Steam thing, Steam sale that was going on, that is going on actually, July 7, and I decided to buy some chill games. I bought um, Stardew Valley, Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing, Spelunky 2, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and Stick Fight the game. So a bunch of just chill stuff. and I didn't actually like I played a couple of those games already. Not every game because I just like with music, I need to be in a certain state of mind to really play a video game or listen to a new song, you know. And I wish I could just do it without thinking a lot. I wish I could just do everything I want to do without thinking too much about doing it. And I think that everybody wants to do that on their lives, you know. People just um have some fun and keep listening to stuff, keep doing stuff, but I guess it's not that easy sometimes. And even if it was that easy, I don't I don't know, like people need to find some enjoyment out of it. And sometimes life can get very hard for me, as in just me not being able to enjoy stuff. I don't wanna get depressed here, sorry. Um so what was I saying that I played I bought some games and I played a couple of them. I still need to play Isaac and Stardew Valley and Spelunky. And I played some Sonic Racing. Yeah, the first one, the first Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. And I was actually having some issues with that game. Like every time I wanted to race a truck, the game would crash and it would not run properly anymore. It would show me the Steam library, but like the game was still opened. So um, then I just look for a fix. Like I was very close to asking for a refund, and I'm glad I didn't because I looked for a fix and I fixed it, and now I can play it. Turns out all I had to do was change the compatibility settings from Windows 7 to Windows 8, and this laptop is Windows 10, so it didn't. I thought it wouldn't matter, but it did. I changed it, and now it's running perfectly fine. And it runs actually pretty fucking well on my laptop because, first of all, it's an old game, so old games don't really demand a lot from newer stuff, but like the more like have some games that require more, and I have to lower them to the most low settings you can think of after before um for playing the games. So yeah, like I own Sega Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transform 2, which is the second game, and then Team Sonic Racing, which is the latest one that came out, and also a very difficult game to play because of the limitations. You know, I had fun with the game, the little that I played, and I still own the game. Like I didn't refund it or anything. I have it on my library, so I mean I can play it still. I don't know, man. Like I bought some games that I honestly wish I didn't buy because it's not that I don't like those games. It's just that um they are too demanding for my laptop. My laptop is not really the best. It is a laptop that belonged to my dad, who sadly is no longer with us. But um well, I guess this is a good thing to keep. He used that for his work. He was um he was working in like a publicity agency, and he was affiliated with many brands. He wasn't like an actor or anything, but he was part of the publicity like team. I don't actually know a lot about my dad's job, but um, so I have it. I don't think I will, like, I don't really see myself with this laptop for a long time because I want to buy a better computer, just a whole fucking computer in general. And I don't know, man. I just want to have something better because this is what I have right now. Um, this is basically my center of operations at the moment. Like this laptop, my PC is in my house, but it's disassembled, and I haven't used it for several months at this point. So all I have right now is this laptop. But listen, I love portable stuff. I love portable consoles. I love my cell phone. I love everything really. Like everything that is portable, I enjoy. And I also love the portable the laptops. Like I had a laptop a long fucking time ago. I think I was a little kid and I had a laptop that I don't know what happened to it. I guess it got very damaged and I couldn't use it anymore. But this one is still working well. It's decent. It's a Windows 10, so that's good. I never had a Windows 10 computer until last year, so it's cool. And I know that people are already looking forward to Windows 11. I guess that's the new one, or is it Windows 12? I don't know. I don't care. But I love, as I was saying, I love portable stuff. If I start like collecting video games, I wanna first focus on portable video games, like maybe Game Boy Advance, maybe DS Lite again. Like I wanna own every console that I lost to time again. But I'm gonna start with the portable ones because I'm a big fan of portable gaming. Just carrying my games whenever I go, uh, just so I don't like get super bored or anything. Like you have no idea how much video games have saved my sanity. Like they really saved me in many ways. And also music, listening to music while I was outside. Not that I don't enjoy the real life noises, but who doesn't? Let's be honest here. Who doesn't go outside with their MP3 or whatever? I know that some people do, but the vast majority are with their earphones or headphones. Like I wouldn't wear headphones outside, but I would wear always. I would wear my earphones, and I buy very cheap ones actually. I buy $5 headphones or less. Sometimes they are five or I mean $4, and I will buy them every like month or every 2 months. You know, because these really last a long time for as cheap as they are, and I I'm very happy that I'm with a earphone model that works for me. Because some cheap earphones last like a week or 2 weeks. Like I had bad experiences with earphones that I used for a while that I thought were amazing. They had a really good bass and they sounded really good in your ear, but they lasted very little. And once I found the model that I use, which are some small like Philips headphones, I mean earphones, I just stuck with them for a very long time. until today. I that was a long time ago, and I still do it to this day. So that's a really cool thing that I can still that they still make these earphones, that I can still use them. They are useful for everything, really, for the computer, for the phone, the MP3, everything that has a jack connection. And then I was talking about how I love portable stuff. Uh, I the only portable console that I have right now, if you don't count my phone, which is can emulate a bunch of stuff, but it's not like an actual console. You can play games there, like everybody can, but I mean like an actual like official console. I have a 3DS, which I've been having since 2020, and it was damaged for some months, so I couldn't use it. But I fixed it the other day, and now it's functional again. And I enjoy playing stuff there again. Again, like portable gaming is my favorite type of gaming. I mean, you can just like I know this is kind of a hot take, but I feel like I prefer portable gaming to like home gaming. I wouldn't. I will enjoy having a home console, but my priority is more in the portable spectrum things. Like I was thinking about buying a Switch for many years. I don't have one yet, but I wanna I want to have I want to have a what should I call it? Switch Lite. That's what I want, a Switch Lite. And I want a game in that console, like a lot. Because first of all, like I was debating in my mind whether or not I should buy that or choose to buy that one. I still don't have that, but that's definitely my choice when it comes to having a Switch at some point. Because I will definitely use the portable aspect of it, and will also I don't know. I will like think about what games I want because I don't really have like a set choice of what game I want for the Switch. Because you can have a game and you can play that for many many hours, but ultimately you're gonna go insane if you don't buy another game. So you need to think about what game can give me the most hours of enjoyment out of it before I get a new one. So maybe Mario Odyssey. I guess Mario Odyssey it's a cool choice for a first game. But I was also thinking about Mario Kart 8. Uh, and I honestly have no idea what game I could buy for the Switch that I plan to. But in the meantime, I will focus on enjoying what I can already play because I'm surrounded by so many games. Of course, I sadly cannot play everything I want because of limitations. And some games that I could play are not really that interesting, I guess. And also I would just like think that maybe some games that I play that I will enjoy are also like time wasters. Like, why am I playing this? I shouldn't. I should be doing anything else. But I want to like get rid of that state of mind. I want to do something else. No, I mean I want to focus on what I'm doing at that moment because I'm too focused on whatever anybody else is doing at the moment, and I hate that. And I wish I didn't do that. But you know, the numbers just speak by themselves. Um, but I guess the best thing that I can do is just continue working, even though it doesn't. It's not like that relevant. But I guess there's a bunch of creators who struggle with the same thing. I guess most people don't actually know those creators. Like people, like I hear this phrase a lot that we all gotta start somewhere, and I feel like I already started. I just need people. You know that's all I need. Like at least two people that are constantly there with me, enjoying my stuff. And I know that maybe those people will be like extremely busy or whatever. Like I don't want to take anybody's times away, but at the same time, I don't want to think that everybody's way too busy because I see people all the time, like in any type of like channel or whatever. They always I see people that consume content all the time, and honestly kind of crazy how you may think these people may have no lives, but what if they do, and you don't know it, but they still can consume that content? Guess I just gotta keep doing it. Like my main concern when it comes to making content is that is it actually gonna be useful, or is it gonna give me something in the long term or in the medium term? Is that going to help me at all? I don't know. It could not help me. It could be me wasting my time and not knowing it. Like for example, right now I have 329 subscribers, and there's nobody saying anything in the chat. So I guess that's kind of a bad thing. But what can you say about that? Really, can you do about that? You can't do anything. Have to roll with it. And I feel like lazy most of the time. And I also don't like that. I don't like being lazy. I want to do stuff, and I want my mind to be in a. I want to be in a better state of mind to be able to stuff. And I think everybody wants that. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like. I always complain about this, and I do little about it. But there's people who do less, and they still got something. they become famous for. Some people don't need to do anything. Some people just need to exist. That's enough. Oh boy. I'm browsing Twitter and I'm seeing that a song has gone viral. Mi bebito fiu fiu. I listened to like 10 seconds of that song and I already wanted to throw myself out of the window. Oh my god. I hate it. Like the original song Thank You by Dido is fine, but holy shit, I don't know. Like I guess it's easy to just easy fame. Like it's just easy fame. I will never understand how being viral works. And I will never understand how like some of the most mundane shit on Twitter goes viral. Like not just on Twitter but everywhere. Like what's the algorithm for that? But how do you appeal to people so that that becomes like extremely blows up out of nowhere and you have no idea why? Like I saw a tweet the other day, right? That said, listen to me, listen to what this tweet said. It said, I hope I can lose enough weight before September. That was the tweet. Nothing else. And it became fucking viral, like 10,000 likes and several retweets and replies and whatever. And I'm like, no, I don't. Why? Like, I get like that's a good thing that you wanna lose weight, but why did that tweet become viral? Why did that tweet like? I don't know. Maybe I'm just too crazy about it, and I shouldn't overthink it. But I don't know. Just I'm just very like I don't know. I just wish I had one hit. You know, at least one single hit. I have a video on my Spanish channel that has 1 million views. Some people don't know that, but it is a YouTube proof of the backyardigans that I made 6 years ago. I uploaded it in 2017, but I made it in 2016. And by then, I was really enjoying making YouTube poops. I did a lot. I'm not asking my Discord if anyone wants to talk. And yeah, I guess I just think about it way too much. It's not healthy, it's not good for my own mental sanity, but what can you do about that, right? It's not my fault either. It's just what it is, you know. I've seen some people that were nobodies. I followed some people that had like, I don't know, very small audience at one point and now are like, well, I mean, they are not like incredibly huge, but they still like got their audience. There's someone that I don't actually wanna name anybody because I don't think I don't know if they will be okay with that. Like, but there's someone who I follow who had less than 1,000 followers. I started following them, and now they have fucking 500, 5,000 because they were mentioned in a video from really famous. And it's just crazy. Like everybody that you think that is not famous or not like popular in some way, they actually are, and you don't know it, and that's insane, you know. And even people who you don't think they might be popular, they still have like um 9 viewers or 10, 11, even like fucking 20 viewers on their Twitch stream. And I can barely make it to one. Like I can barely get to one fucking viewer on Twitch. If one person was there watching and chatting, that for me is already a blessing. Like you have no idea how hard I'm trying to work for to have like only a couple people in my chat, because from those couple people then I can get more people and then more people and I can get an audience that will always be there when I stream, when I do stuff. And but I don't want to force anybody as well, you know. I don't want to force people there. And can I can you can you please being my no, I never do that. I advertise my own stuff on my Discord and on whatever else I can that I'm allowed to advertise it, but overall I'm just on my own, doing my own stuff, and not a lot of people care. And while I understand that, I also feel like I should have at least a couple people. Just I'm not asking for a like. Wanted to have at least 2 people chatting on my stream or 3. Like you just need 3 people to get affiliate on Twitch. That's literally all you need. That is all you need. And I can even get that. I like I had a good time streaming last year for the most part because I was doing it on a regular basis, and people, I had like a couple viewers. Sometimes I wouldn't have any viewer, but the thing is, right? I had some people in my streams, and those people I don't even know where they are right now. They don't seem to be on the internet anymore. Like people who I thought I was friends with, but I actually never spoke to because I didn't want to take over their time, and I also was not sure about what to talk about. I don't know if that happens to anybody, but well, I mean it does, but you know what I mean. Like you're trying to engage with someone, hey Kirby, with someone in a conversation, and you're like, um, I'm kind of busy right now. I don't. Can we speak later? And they keep doing that. Like that happens to me a lot. I that sucks, you know. I just wish I had some people. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking for like a couple people. Like that would be cool for me because in my opinion, small communities are the best, even better than I guess people who have um a lot of followers and don't really provide anything. I mean, it's not that case for everybody. It's just that some people have a lot of viewers, a lot of followers, and their stuff is not like too crazy or I don't know. Also, yes, that is Gex. Gex um has been my favorite game for a while. I don't think it is anymore, but oh, but I still enjoy it. I might play the game again at some point. But I don't think I will play it here. I think I will play it on Twitch because here I want to mostly just talk and I give such. So yeah, I mean, I guess you can consider this solo podcast like a solo podcast. I guess some people like to podcast on their own. I guess I will just I don't know like making a podcast, making a podcast must be really fucking hard because you need to be prepared to do it and you need to do research on the theme that you're gonna talk about. Because if you talk with a lot of fillers and that kind of stuff, it's gonna make the podcast very boring to listen to. And I'm a huge fan of listening to some podcasts, even stuff that I don't really care about because I enjoy listening to people talk like in general. Like whenever I hear someone talking and it interests me, I put my all my attention to it, that specific topic that that person is talking about. And I just do my best to shut my mind from everything else. I also put like podcasts in the background while I play video games or while I do something else sometimes instead of listening to music. Because while listening to music is fun and I will definitely keep on discovering new artists, whatever, I just want to, I don't know, I guess when I need a distraction that I can listen to without needing to think it a lot or needing to be too distract. Because sometimes music, like you wanna do something and then you don't know you want to put something in the background and I guess that's fair. Like some people, for example, they put the lo-fi music in the background, lo-fi girl music, and I totally get that, and for me there's no problem with that. But when um when it comes to me, I just put podcasts. Like I put, for example, there's this podcast that I've been listening a lot lately called Nintendo Voice Chat podcast on IGN. Is it still on IGN or is it on the on its own channel? I don't remember, but all right, just let me see really quickly because that's something that I really like. That is something that I personally enjoy. Nintendo Voice Chat podcasts. Okay, okay, it's on the IGN channel. Yeah. I really love podcast. Like, oh shit, sorry, I almost did it either. Okay, it's on the IGN Games channel. I was about to let the podcast just play there. Time is it? It is 10:43 p.m. I guess I can be here a little bit more before logging up. I was going to say logging off, but I'm not gonna log out from anywhere. I'm just calling it for the night. I guess if more people come by, I will do this more regularly. But I'm mostly just on Twitch. Like if you want to see me play video games, go to my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/manny00. That's where I play video games. That's where I'm actually been playing. I played a game that I was very disappointing to me that I thought I would enjoy, but I ended up hating at the very end, which was KO the Kangaroo. I'm not really gonna get too into it right now, but um, it's it's a game that has no like checkpoints. First of all, that's the first thing, right? It doesn't have checkpoints. Then you have the fact that there are some levels where you need to be riding a vehicle. Sorry, you need to be riding a vehicle, and when you crash against the sides, like you don't just bump, you crash and you die. And there are some levels where it's really impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but it's really hard to not crash. And you just move automatically in those instances. And yeah, I mean, I hated the game. I wish I didn't, because at the beginning it seemed really cool, and I was like, no, I wanna play this. I wanna play the the what you might call it, the original version, because I played the remake. No, well, not the remake, but like the 2022 game, which came out a couple months ago, and I reviewed it quickly. I gave my first impressions. I I thought, well, maybe the original one is similar, So I decided to download it. I was originally like I looked for the PC version of KO the Kangaroo, and it didn't work. It did not work. I was missing a lot of textures, and I had to look for an alternative. So it turns out that it was also available on Dreamcast, and I downloaded a Dream, which is the Dreamcast emulator, and then I downloaded the ISO for KO the Kangaroo, and you know I hate it. I hated it. But I guess that's how you learn how a game is good and how a game is bad for you. There are some games that I played that I never played before, that I had a very fucking hard time with. But at the same time, I don't regret playing them, because otherwise I would have never known how awful they actually were. Like for example, I I don't know if you know about Bobsy 3D. You probably do, but I played that game in early 2019. I raced it with some people, and I was playing it for several hours. I could not use save states because we were in a race, and that was not uh, like it was prohibited. So I couldn't do that, and I just I played it for I guess 10 hours. 11 I don't remember, but then I played, I suffer. Of course I suffered with that game, and I was like, oh man, why is this so awful? Like, there are so many things wrong with this game. The levels look unfinished. Propsy controls are awful. They are tank controls, which are the worst type of controls you can have for your main character. And those controls, as the name implies, should be only used for actual tanks in video games. Then, there's also the fact that there's fall damage, and there are some parts. This net thing is probably the most stupid one, the most stupid aspect. Sometimes when you fall down a platform by accident, and there isn't anything that can kill you below. There's just like ground that you should just fall to that ground, but instead you get an animation of Bobsy like saying goodbye, and you fall and you die. That's honestly one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in a video game, and it's so pointless. Oh my god. It's just a horrible game, dude. And also some enemies will fuck you up really badly if you're not ready for it. So yeah, I would say that unless you want to experience a really fucking awful game, um, don't play that. Stay away from that. I would even say I haven't played any other Bobsy game, but I would say that the SNES version is better, like a lot better, because at least you don't have to deal with a lot of the 3D issues. And also, that game actually looks okay for the limitations of its console. It looks decent. If they just like added actual themes. Oh, and by the way, there's a track that repeats itself through the levels just with higher pitch. Um, like Bobsy doesn't have uh Bobsy 3D doesn't have like actual level themes, like snow, jungle, etc. It just has a stupid amount of psychedelic uh polygons that make the level look unfinished, and that's the whole thing for the entire game. Like, they change it up a little bit with the underwater and space, I guess, themes, but that's pretty much the whole game. The whole game is just crazy polygon colors that can actually hurt your eyes a little bit. I know they did hurt mine. And yeah, that game is just so bad. It is so bad. And I'm glad that people learn from their mistakes and they don't use tank controls on their characters, or because that's just so stupid. Every time I play a game with a character that has tank controls, I just die a little bit inside. And there are some actual good games, better than Bobsy 3D, that have characters who have tank controls, and that is not really an issue because the rest of the game is decent. Like Croc, for example. Croc one, I don't remember if in Croc 2 Croc has tank controls, but I know he has in Croc Croc 1. So um yeah, I mean that's still a better game overall uh than Croc 2. No, I mean than Bob's 3D. I mean I guess it's better than Croc 2 too because Croc 2 can get really fucking long. It's like one of those sequels where they made it a million times bigger and harder for the player to have a sense of direction. Then there's also this other game, Kingsley's Adventure. Kingsley's Adventure is also with a character that has time control, and I that game I didn't finish it, but that game actually had more going on than Bobsy 3D. It had this cute little fox, which is not Tunic, by the way, um, who went on an adventure with his sword and his shield, and he needs to like go around and solve puzzles and fight enemies and beat bosses. And I did say this before when I played it, but I do feel like it's like Zelda but with a fox. That's pretty much it. That's the whole game, and also time controls. I know it's a doozy, but that's actually a decent game. Both Croc and Kingsley's Adventure, I will recommend you any day, any time before. mm, Sorry, um before Wapsi 3D, like a lot. And I haven't like I didn't play a lot of games in my lifetime. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't played. There's a lot of stuff that I wish I played, or rather that I wish I could play because I can't because I don't have a good fucking computer. Like at least not for like stuff that is too demanding, but still I wish I could afford better stuff. I wish I could afford like I don't know. I guess I don't know. There's some consoles that I never owned that I wish I did own. Like a PSP, for example. A PSP was a console that I always wanted to have, and I never got to have one. And I have no idea how powerful that console is, but I guess you can play pretty much any PS1 game in it, as well as emulate GBA. But I guess between that and the PSP, I guess the PSP is better. But the thing is that it doesn't have a very interesting library, at least in my opinion. Let's look for the PSP the library. Let's see. It has Call of Duty, Child of Light, Danganronpa 2, Gravity Rush, Dead Nation, Assassin's Creed 3, Batman Arkham Origins, Blackgate, The Amazing Spider-Man, Dead or Alive Extreme 3, also known as a game that mostly men buy, and you know why. Adventures of Mana, Bloodstained Curse of the Night of the Moon, okay. Cosmic Star Heroine, Adventure Time, The Secret of the Nameless Kingdom, Bastion, Army Corps Army Corps of Hell, Asphalt, okay, just a bunch of stuff that I don't really care about. Like, I guess when it comes to the place, oh, it has Plants vs Zombies. Okay, that's interesting. I guess a lot of there's some like Sony and Xbox on their like latest consoles have a library that is not really appealing to me. Most of it's just like AAA shit, and I'm not really like fan of that. Not because I hate those games, but because I'm not interested. Not how it goes. Like, you can not be interested in a game, and that doesn't mean that you hate it. Just means that it's not the thing for you. And that's been my thing with many things, many games. For example, I could never get into MMOs, like, League of Legends or Valorant or Overwatch, like that kind of stuff, or Apex Legends, Fortnite. I mean, Apex Legends and Fortnite are not really the same as League of Legends, right? Or, Final Fantasy 14. I know a lot of people play Final Fantasy 14, and I don't know if I will agree with calling it Final Fantasy 14 when it's not really like a game that has an ending but still goes. I would just call it Final Fantasy the MMO, but I don't know. Like, I guess that's not really my thing, or my stuff. Um, like Final Fantasy 14, I've seen very little of it, very little, and it's something that I honestly don't care about. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just the fact that I can't really get into RPGs or JRPGs. I played a couple, and as you may expect, I never finished them. But yeah, I mean, like, overall, MMOs are not really my thing. I can't really find one that appeals to me. And now that I'm on the topic of RPGs, I also wanna say that I played a couple. I played Chrono Trigger a long time ago, 2000 in February of 2021. Actually, that wasn't that long ago, but was a decent time ago. So I played that. I didn't finish it because I got stuck in a part where like the frog character. I'm gonna spoil a little bit of Chrono Trigger. So if you're interested, if you don't wanna hear those spoilers, shut off your volume for 30 seconds now. Okay, so I was stuck in a part where where the frog was like he just like gave up, and he was like feeling was not feeling like doing saving the world anymore with Chrono and with Luca. And I guess we were already in the future, and I didn't know what to do in that part, but I got to a decent part. Like, of course, I rage very badly when Chrono was sentenced to jail, even though he didn't do anything. When the guy like got the verdict for him to be pleaded innocent and he said he was guilty, and when I was sent to jail, like I was raging. So uh, I wouldn't do that again because I guess that me raging really badly is not really like very enjoyable. So I would just I guess be a little bit hysteric, but okay, it's not really my thing. I I don't know if I will play another JRP. I guess I will just to check it out. Like the latest JRPG that I played, and this was in actually February of this year. The anniversary of when I played Chrono Trigger was a little bit of Live Alive because I've seen the trailer of the remake, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this was a thing. So it's an RPG with different stories and different eras. Like there's like the prehistoric era and Edo Japanese era, and there's also the future and the near future and the Wild West. So I played just two of those stories. I played Wild West one, and I played Edo of Japan. Um, Stories. And then I never came back to the game because I didn't feel like playing it. I was like, I just don't wanna do this. I don't feel like playing that again. But I will have a lot more motivation to play stuff if I just my mind was in the right place, and if I wasn't so much like stuck in the same mental. But it's not really that easy for me. Again, I wish it was easier. I really do. But when it's not easy and when it's something that you need to live with, it's hard for me to put out content or put out stuff that you should do. To like grow slowly but surely. I guess that's what I wanted to know, to say. You know, because you can have a lot of ideas for videos. You can have like a million good ideas, but the thing is, when the moment comes to work on those ideas, that's the hard part. And mostly when you know and you watch all these people that don't need to do a lot and they are gonna have more than you do. Like some people just stream video games, and for them, and I guess that's enough for them, really. They are gonna get a lot of audience, they are gonna get a lot of people. I've streamed on Twitch for many years and I still don't have affiliate. And before you say, oh well, that's how it happens sometimes. Like there's people stream for a couple of months and they become affiliate just in the span of those couple of months, and they get a bunch of followers out of nowhere. I don't want to be entirely negative because I don't really want to contribute to just being negative on the internet or throwing any shame at anybody. But no, I really wish I had that. I wish I could like just have a couple of people, because a couple of people means more than you may think it does. And you may say, oh well, if you have like two people or three people in chat, that is nothing. You shouldn't really be aiming for that. You shouldn't set the bar so low. But the thing is, right, I wish I had that. I wish that was the case for me. And that would mean a lot to me, more than you might think it does. Sorry again. Acid reflexes, don't worry about it. So yeah, I mean, far from me come up with good shit. I wish I had more people here listening to this because I am also feeling very lonely. Like I don't feel like I've got any friends, honestly. Like, or enough people that care about me or what I do. Which I know it might be kind of a lie, but still, like, I wish there was more people uh giving a shit about me, you know? And I'm not asking for everything, I'm just asking for the smallest part possible. And that's not that's better than nothing. That is honestly better than nothing. Because otherwise, why am I making content? Why am I making content if nobody's gonna watch it, you know? Worst part about making a video and putting your whole like heart and soul into it, seeing that the outcome, nobody giving a shit. And you may think, well, that's how it is if you want to make it big or like have a decent community. But I've been making stuff for many years. Guess how much money I made out of it? Not a single penny. Like out of the content, because I had someone who actually donated $5 to me. That person was my first ever donation, my first ever like dono, and that's my friend Jay, who I really appreciate. But other than that, I didn't get any money. And even if I got money, like the fucking like PayPal website doesn't let you transfer money from PayPal to your credit card unless it's 20 $20 or $25. I don't remember the exact number, but um you need um you need that amount of money for PayPal. And I wish that wasn't the case. I wish you could just transfer any amount of money that you want. But I guess that's the way PayPal works, so what you're gonna do about it, right? Oh my god, sorry, I'm snoozing too much. What do you say if I like? No, actually no, because it's just gonna be the same. I was gonna say, what if I move from this this from YouTube to Twitch, like right now? But first of all, it's too late. It's 11 p.m. Yeah, it's 11:12 p.m. So guess I'm gonna be ending it. I will be continuing, but I don't think anyone is really watching or listening. So yeah, I mean, if you're watching this pre-recorded, which you might actually not do it because I might just delete it. I might just delete this. Um, just I guess thank you for listening. for being here. I might stream tomorrow on Twitch. If you're interested in that, I already left you the link in the chat. And I will do next time. I'm sorry for taking so long to finish my sentences, but uh, well, I will definitely see you. This is how it looks like, or how it feels like to have some mental issues. You need to think a lot about what you wanna say or how you wanna say it. Um, I found a relatable tweet. Okay, some tweets are like very good, not good. Currently a new Mew anime, Tokyo Mew Mew anime. I never actually watched them. For the fans that love. That was unexpected. Came out of nowhere. I will now log off, call it, and watch this if you want. Oh, a second. Fuck. I'm sorry. What if I want to get a gold? We need. Uh, I don't really think anything else for today. It's way too late. I might just do stuff like work on videos and all. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. If you are still around, then thank you. And I will see you again probably tomorrow on Twitch playing a video game. But yeah, that's about it. Really, I don't know how to end this. Okay, bear with me. All right, well.